Hey guys, and welcome to the Sports Corner YouTube channel. Welcome back for the second leg of Manchester City versus PSG in the Champions League. We will know who will have the first spot in the final of the four teams remaining, of course. Tonight, it's all in the balance pretty much. Manchester City have that 2-goal advantage with the 2 away goals that they scored. They have the advantage. Will it be a good advantage for them? Because obviously PSG without Mbappe tonight, it's a tough one for them. We've seen the rain. They're still clearing it off the pitch. It has absolutely poured it down in England today. And there was real question marks over if this game was even going to go forward and take place or not. But it has gone forward. This game will be played and we will know who is the first team into the final after this 90 minutes. So like I said, PSG do have the 2-goal advantage. We'll get straight into the teams right now. But just before we do get into those teams, guys, if you're not subscribed, please do subscribe. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share it with your friends, comment. Everything helps us out. Twitter, keep up to date with our schedule and stuff on there. It is at @the_top corner. The website where we post the articles, and we take a little break from that, but there will be more articles posted up in the next couple of days. The sports-corner.com. Everyone knows that by now. If you are new, that is the link. And the Instagram, _sports_corner_. We English. We have stuff on there as well. And I've just gone off my slideshow, so that's brilliant. Oh, it's all going wrong. 1 second. There we go. 1 second. Come on. I tell you, it's not going well for me here, boys. There we go. It's not going well here. There we go. There we go. Sorry about that, boys. We've sorted it out now. Everything's fine. We are ready to go live. I think the game should be live in a couple of minutes. I mean, we're supposed to kick off at 8. There was a hailstorm before the game kicked off, so obviously everything's going to be a little bit scuffed as of now. But Carl's the Bleachers here, Kieren. How are you doing? I am absolutely fantastic, to be fair. I've had a good day of doing absolutely jack all my day off from work. So, and I'm ready to watch, hopefully, PSG beat Man City because, of course, as a Manchester United fan, don't really want to see Man City go and win the Champions League, but it could happen. And if it does happen, they'll thoroughly deserve it because they were fantastic in the first game. But you know, here they've got the massive chance. It's their best chance of probably they're ever going to get in their history to get into the Champions League final. But it's all to do for Paris Saint-Germain tonight. And like I said, we'll get straight back into the teams as we go. We will go with the Manchester City side first, of course, the home side. They've got Edison in it, Walker, Diaz, Stone, Zinchenko, Fernandinho, Gundogan, and Bernardo Silva, Mahrez, Fun, and De Bruyne playing at number 9. On the bench, they've got Stefan, Carson, Ake, Sterling, Jesus, Aguero, who's got at the weekend, Laporte, Rodrigo, Torres, who's got at the weekend as well, Mendy, and Cancelo. And for the visitors, of course, the notable man on the bench is Kieren Mbappe. He has been replaced tonight by Mauro Icardi. So for PSG, it's a very similar lineup, just a couple of changes in there. They've got Navas, Kimpembe, Marquinhos, Florenzi, and Diallo as a back four. Herrera comes in with Paredes alongside that midfield too. Verratti playing a little bit more advanced tonight as well, like he did last week. Neymar on the left, Di Maria on the right, flanking Mauro Icardi, who comes into a side needing goals and needing to win this tie in Manchester. So on the bench for them, they've got Rico, Ranjumami, Kehrer, Mbappe, as I said earlier, Rafinha, Danilo, Keane, Sarabia, Kazawa, Draxler, Baka, and Dagba. So like I said, it's all to play for the Perugians tonight. They have to come out and make something happen because we know that Man City are probably going to score, so that means PSG are going to at least need 2 to take this game to extra time, which is, of course, going to be a massive ask. And to be fair, I won't mind some extra time. I won't mind a penalty shootout. I'm no opposee to sitting here for a few more, for 30, 45 minutes extra than I have to tonight. So, like I said, for Man City, it's that 4-3-3. Fernandinho, Gundogan, and Bernardo Silva in the midfield. That's an interesting one. Maybe that'll come move into a 4 when they're defending with De Bruyne or Ford and move back into there. Stefan and Carson, 2 goalkeepers on the bench as well, of course. But the pitch, they've had to thaw out the lines, but there's still a lot of hail and what looks like snow on the pitch right now. So, I mean, the game's going to be played nevertheless. We're about, I think, 2 or 3 minutes away from kickoff, of course, with a little bit of a delayed start thanks to the groundsman clearing the pitch off. But yeah, like I said, for PSG, it is a massive night for them, of course. Could be getting to back-to-back Champions League finals if they were to overcome this 2-1 deficit against Manchester City today. But Mauro Icardi, it's a big night for him, I think, because we've not really seen him hit the heights in the Champions League. He's been absolutely smashing it in League and not really got his chance in the Champions League, especially in the latter stages anyway. Didn't feature at all against Bayern Munich, and then didn't even feature last week against City in the home leg. But Kyle did say, in my opinion, PSG must go through without replying as soon as possible if they stand a chance of winning this time. Mauricio Pochettino has got a massive task ahead of him. Kyle, you're absolutely right. And then Daz in the Blitz says, even Kieren, hope PSG win 3-2 tonight. Yeah, guys, get your predictions in the comments. Daz put him in, he said 3-2. He's in, he said 3-2. I am going to go for 2-1 to PSG. 90 minutes will go 2-1 PSG. Hopefully that means we get some extra time. Potentially more. But I think PSG... I mean, I don't think they'll win, but I hope they win. So I'm going to go with my heart and I'm going to predict PSG to win. So we are about to get underway, I think, in about a minute or so. Neymar has to have a massive night tonight. He has to turn up for Paris on a night where they need him so much. It's their biggest night of their career. It's Man City's biggest night of their career as well. The biggest game some of these players will have played in, I think. The league's all good winning, but the Champions League is a different thing. And, of course, Man City have always had that sort of burden over them. They've never won the Champions League despite spending all this money. This is their season to try and prove everyone wrong because it is their best chance they're going to get at winning the Champions League this season. Liverpool have done it. Bayern Munich did it last year. And, of course, now it is in the balance for either of the 4 teams to win it. And it could be any of them. 2 English sides in there as well. But we are underway. And Ander Herrera. I mean, the pitch looks very, very weird. It is almost covered in snow all over the pitch. And Florenzi's gone down early. It's almost as if the pitch is covered in snow. Oh, late one in from Foden there. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the ball moves on this. It's going to be weird to see how the pitch moves on. The ball moves on the pitch, of course, with it being really wet and almost snow-like. But of course, it's just the hail. There's Kyle Walker heading it away, but Kimpembe chests it down. Of course, it's going to be difficult for people to adjust. And Diallo loses the ball early on. And here's Mahrez. And he slips on the ball. We're already seeing the effects of the pitch on this game as he tries to control the ball and clear it away, but couldn't. And that's going to be a foul by De Bruyne on Paredes. And there seems to be a sense of urgency from PSG. I know we're only a minute in. But they seem to be moving the ball a little bit quicker, trying to get on the front foot as soon as they can, of course, which is exactly what they did in the last game. But that's going to be a foul as well by Fernandinho. And, of course, they need to be careful, Fernandinho, keep his head, because there's no point giving yellow cards out and getting yellow cards early, especially when there's so many tricky players on the pitch. But I don't even necessarily think it was a foul, to be fair, by Fernandinho. Di Maria just jumps in the air, goes over. And Fernandinho, pleading his innocence, doesn't get the yellow card, but it is a foul. But it's a big night for Mauricio Pochettino. Of course, defeated Manchester City last time. In the quarterfinals, that was. Here's Kimpembe. To Diallo and Verratti dropping in a little bit deeper than he originally up there. It's a good ball over the top, looking for Neymar. Here's Di Maria. To Neymar outside the area. Picks it up and tries to pass out to Florenzi. It's a poor pass from the Brazilian. It's going to out the player for a throw-in. PSG do look like they're on the front foot, and there is mountains of snow on the sidelines. I say mountains, it's just like a little hump about maybe that big. Mountains. There's a lot of snow, and I don't really know where it's come from. I think it's just the hail, but it is clearing up quite quickly with the players, of course, trotting on it every 2 seconds. That's an awful pass. Verratti's done really well there to adjust his body to clear it back the field. Neymar tries the pass, and Gundogan intercepts it and comes away with it and glides past 2 and tries the ball through. Florenzi makes a tackle, but it does come back to Bernardo Silva. There's Kyle Walker. Space for him on his right. Diallo faces up against him. Comes back to Riyad Mahrez. Now Fernandinho. It's Walker again. Man City. First time they've really got any little passage of play together. And here's Mahrez. Looking for Di Maria. Looking for De Bruyne, sorry. It's cut out, and here is Neymar. Now Herrera. PSG trying to come the other way, but there's nothing really going forward. Diallo tries to pass it into an area where Ander Herrera was in a little pocket of space, but it's cut out by Mahrez. Goes out for a throw-in. But it's quite a similar start to how it started in the last game, to be fair. Both teams pressing, both teams high energy, no messing about from the start. A decent start to the game, of course. If we look like we were talking me and the boys before. If we can get an early goal in this game, it is massive, especially if it's a PSG. It will properly kickstart them and probably leave City with shitty asses. But here come PSG again. Diallo to Di Maria downfield. There's not much on for him. He tries to get past Zinchenko. Zinchenko does well, though. Any idea when the Liverpool versus Man United game will be played? No, there's been no real direction on that. I saw something about game week 36. But apart from that, I mean, I have no idea, to be fair. We've been in the dark on that, haven't we? But here come PSG again with Neymar. Holding off his man and finding Paredes. Halfway line for PSG now. Turns back away from De Bruyne and finds Verratti. Here's Neymar again in a little pocket of space. Tries to accelerate a bit, but has to go to Diallo and then ultimately has to go back to Paredes. And there's Kimpembe. Picked up by Paredes again. Driving infield to Marquinhos. Halfway line, PSG putting a nice little passing move together. Here's Florenzi. Tries the ball over top. It's a decent pass to Di Maria. Foden's clearance is not a good one. Verratti tries to put it to the other side for Neymar. Neymar inside the box. It's onto his left, shoots. Good block by Stones. Verratti wins it back. Verratti to Herrera. Back out to Neymar. Faced up against Kyle Walker. Still Neymar. Verratti looking back for Neymar. Foot in there by Kyle Walker. It's come to Di Maria. And Di Maria, can he get a shot off? He can. It's blocked again by Bernardo Silva this time. Comes back out to Diallo on the left. A nice move this for PSG. Di Maria trying to cut past. He's done well there. Goes down. Claiming for the penalty. And Bjorn Kuipers, the referee tonight, says no, get back up. It was not a penalty. It was a dive. He's playing for it. Here's Herrera though. And PSG, like I said, started well. Front foot again. Here comes Diallo. Back to Verratti. City got two good banks of four in front of him though. Here's Diallo again looking for the early ball in. There's a little flick on there by Kyle Walker that might have took it away from Stones, but Stones did really well. And then Verratti, I'm not going to go out of play. Really good work from Verratti there to keep it away from Kyle Walker. Here's Neymar now. And Neymar tried to play it back to Icardi. It's cleared away back to Diallo. Dick's a lovely ball in. It's come to the back post. It's come for everyone. PSG are appealing for a handball. It's going to be given. It's a penalty. And what a fantastic start for PSG. This could be, it is a penalty. Bjorn Kuipers, the referee, pointed to the spot. There was a massive appeal as the ball got whipped across. Diallo whips it in. It comes all the way through. It's headed. It's not a penalty. It's hit his shoulder. It's hit his shoulder. There's no way that is a handball. There is no physical way that is a handball. The referee's going to check it, I think. But there is no way on this earth that will be given as a penalty. It hits Zinchenko's shoulder. I don't know what the referee is seeing there. Oh, that is... Oh, he's coming back over beyond Kuipers. He just looked at it and he doesn't give the penalty. Like, and as predicted, maybe he saw it quick. But yeah, that's what we have. That's what we have VAR for. Decisions like that. That was an awful decision from the referee. Maybe he saw it quickly. I don't know. I don't really know his starting space. But Man City off the hook early on. But that'll be in the back of the players' minds, of course. PSG did have that chance too. They've been playing well. They've had the chances. But Man City defending really well from the front. What are you talking about? Can't just clear pen decision. What am I talking about? It was an obvious pen. It should have been a pen all along, shouldn't it, Kyle? But no, the biased person in me wants to say that's a penalty. But the nice guy in me wants to say that, like, you know, the justice is deserved at the end of the day. It's never a penalty. Good tackle there by Kimpembe to stop Zinchenko from coming forward anymore. It's De Bruyne actually look very similar. To stop De Bruyne coming forward anymore, it's going to be a throw into to Manchester City. But like I said, it's been a really good start to this game. It's been quite a similar start to how the last game started, of course. On the front foot, high energy, a lot of high tempo style play. It's a good throw in though, Bernardo Silva up against Kimpembe. Kimpembe does well. Holds off Bernardo Silva. Really know where to go, but wins the throw in well for his side. Good defending there from the Frenchman. Of course, PSG do have that one goal that they got in Paris last week. That Marquinhos header early on. Paredes goes down. It's going to be a free kick to Paris Saint-Germain. And another foul already for Man City. They're totaling up at the moment. There's Marquinhos. Terrible pass. Fernandinho cuts out well. And here's Gundogan. Mahrez. Turns well. It's going to be a foul by Paredes on Mahrez. And a free kick for City now. And both teams kind of letting each other know that they're there at the moment. Carl said, yeah, even I said it wasn't a pen when I really wanted it to be. Yeah, I think everyone wanted it to be honest, but, you know, this is what it is. If it's not a penalty, it's not a penalty. If it were Man United playing and it came like I'd say it wasn't a penalty. But here comes Man City again. Is Ruben Dias to John Stones to Fernandinho. I could turn on the ball and find Walker on the right. We go back to John Stones and Dias alongside him now. PSG got a press, and we're almost 10 minutes into this game. We're sat at 0-0. As things stand, Manchester City would be the ones going through to the final. It's a fantastic kick downfield by Edison. It's got Zinchenko down the field on the left-hand side. In edge of the area is Kevin De Bruyne, who takes a touch and shoots. Good block. Comes to Mahrez! And it is a fantastic start for Manchester City. And with the first attempt, they make it 1-0. And Riyad Mahrez might have just killed the tie. It's an absolutely fantastic finish from Riyad Mahrez. But I feel this is all Edison in net. When he receives the ball back from Ilkay Gundogan, takes one touch, sees Zinchenko upfield. Zinchenko's onside, pings it up to him. It's a fantastic ball. Crossfield. Zinchenko, edge of the area, digs it to the edge. De Bruyne takes a touch, shoots, blocked off the back of Florenzi, and it's a really classy finish from Mahrez from the right-hand side across the face of goal. And it is advantage Manchester City in this tie, and you know that's a foot inside the Champions League final in Istanbul. It's a fantastic goal. And Manchester City take the lead. And you can say what you like about Manchester City, but that is a fantastic goal. Through the legs of two players, Riyad Mahrez, through the legs of Kimpembe and Navas, into the back of the net, and it is 1-0 Manchester City. He's scored some big goals this year. That might be the biggest one of them all. Here's Verratti. Tubbs in the chat says, bye-bye PSG. Well, they still only need two to take it to extra time, so it's the same thing for PSG. They still need to only score two. But now just the magnitude change. That's a fantastic pass from Mahrez to De Bruyne. De Bruyne, early ball, good cut out by Marquinhos. He can bring it downfield. PSG do need to score two still. There's Verratti to Diallo. There's Paredes. Neymar. Good work by Neymar. Good foot in there by Foden, though. There's Zinchenko. To Foden. Zinchenko whacks it clear. De Bruyne gets it to Kyle Walker, and now City could be on the counter again. PSG. I mean, Mauro Icardi's barely touched the ball, I think, in this game. If any. Kyle Walker slows the pace down, passes it back to John Stones. We got that early goal we wanted to kind of kickstart the tie. PSG now knowing that they have to come out and score two to at least take to extra time, three if they want to go through on the night in the 90 minutes. But as an advantage Manchester City with the two away goals they've already got, they lead 1-0 on the night. Of course, PSG did take the lead in the last game through Marquinhos, through that set piece in the first half in Paris. That is that PSG goal that they're clinging onto at the moment and is giving them any life. But PSG, of course, need to come out with 13 minutes into this game. They need to take the game by the scruff of the neck. They had the early chances, potential penalty claim. It was waved away, rightly so, may I just add. But Tubbs did say bye-bye PSG, and it might be bye-bye PSG, but there's still a long way to go in this game, over 70 minutes plus added time, so probably about 80 minutes left in the game. Here's Neymar to Di Maria. Out wide to Diallo, who's been putting some decent crosses in, but that one wasn't really that good of a cross because it was nowhere near anybody. is Gundogan again. And PSG, every time they go forward, they are flooding men forward. And that's where the goal really came from. Ederson picks the ball downfield. There's every PSG player backtracking. And yeah, it's given away by City. And is Verratti looking for Neymar, who does get to the ball and takes a good touch and thinks about the pass and gets taken down. It's going to be a foul. It's not a good tackle, that, really, because he's not really going anywhere, Neymar, to be fair. But Bjorn Kuipers points to the floor and gives a free kick. I think it was Gundogan who committed the foul, but Neymar did really well. It is Gundogan who makes a foul. I think he wasn't really going anywhere. I don't think Gundogan really necessarily need to made the tackle, but he does, and it's going to be a foul. Pep Guardiola's fuming at Gundogan. And the best chance for PSG to equalise here. And Di Maria and Neymar are over it. Tubb says City for the quad. I mean, we hope City don't get the quad, but they could get it. Di Maria and Neymar over this one. Who's going to hit this one? It favours probably Neymar with his left foot. It's really central. Not that far out. Who's this favour more? I think maybe it favours... Actually, I think it maybe favours Di Maria on his left foot. But it probably is going to be Neymar. There's a man laid behind the wall. Neymar over the wall, takes a deflection. It goes over the top for a corner. Yeah, it's Fernandinho. It's a really good... It's good technique from Neymar. It probably is going to go in. Tubb says that they're going to do it on free. Well, they can't because they lost in the FA Cup to Chelsea, so they're only going to get free, if any. It's a corner. It's going to be Neymar to whip this in. It's not a good whip in. It's not a really good clearance by, I think it would have Royner. And here is Verratti now. To Neymar. Back to Verratti. Thinks about the crossing first time. Stops, swivels, gives it to Neymar, and then Di Maria on the left wing dinks a lovely ball into the back post. So Marquinhos! It's the crossbar! And it's cleared away. Oh, well, a great chance for Marquinhos there. Fantastic ball in by Di Maria. It just seemed to be floating in the air for ages. And Marquinhos comes down and heads it. And it's the top of the crossbar and away. And now PSG... The forward line went so far forward, the defensive line's a little bit exposed, and De Bruyne tries to pass to Mahrez. It's cut out well by Ander Herrera and cleared upfield. Here's Verratti holding off Fernandinho, and back to Kimpembe. Here's Neymar up against Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker, lovely defending, and loose ball picked up by Verratti. Here's Paredes. It's a lovely pass into Herrera. Then Florenzi. It's Marquinhos now. Kimpembe to Di Maria. It's Kimpembe again. Marquinhos. Neymar. Looking for the ball over the top. That clearance way is going to be headed away. It's going to be a foul, I think, it was handball, by Foden. About 35 or so yards out. And then Florenzi and Foden have a little bit of afters. I mean, no need for that. Florenzi Pochettino trying to calm him down. And again, I don't really think that's handball either. It wasn't handball, but again, it's another free kick for PSG. About 35 or so yards out, wide right position. And now a good ball in here. It's a difficult one because the line's so far forward outside the box. It's going to have to be a floated one in by either Di Maria or Neymar. It's going to be Neymar. The runs have been made to the back stick. Stones, it hits the head of someone. Someone goes down in there, and Ederson makes the save. Kimpembe is still down. Di Maria runs it back and shoots and hits it wide. What a chance for Di Maria. Well, it cut back because they were looking at Kimpembe, who's been injured on the floor. Ederson throws the ball out. It is a poor touch by, I think it was Bernardo Silva. Di Maria takes a touch He puts too much curl on it, and it just curls wide of the post. The best chance for PSG by far. Pochettino can't believe Di Maria's missed it. I mean, I'm quite surprised he's missed it as well. He's normally so composed, and Marquinhos just guides and glides above John Stones for that header off the crossbar earlier on. PSG have had the chances to equalise in this game, but they're just not taking them anymore. But Kimpembe's still down receiving a little bit of treatment, so we are going to have a stoppage in play. Tubbs, while you're here, give us your prediction for this game. Of course, it's 1-0 already, so you've got a head start. What's this game going to end? We are 20 minutes in almost. This game. I'm just going to see the replay of what happened. It's John Stones flailing out and just hits Kimpembe in the head. And Neymar's talking to the ref, so it's Fernandinho. I don't really know what he's saying. PSG can start off for all I care. I mean, I don't like Man City, so I want PSG to go through. So, but we are 20 minutes in. Just going to check the Rotherham score really quickly, because I know Josh watching them. Josh, the Rotherham fan, they could go down tonight. Sorry, they need to win tonight. They can't go down tonight, but they could go down. Tubbs said it's 3-0 City. 3-0 City. It could be 3-0 City. You know, it's quite a safe prediction because PSG can't score for shit right now, and Manchester City have had one chance and they've scored from it. So, you know, at the moment, clinical value is with Manchester City, and they do have the advantage in this game 20 minutes in. But I think they've been the second best side on the pitch, to be fair, because PSG have started quite well. I mean, they've had the chances they had. They had a little bit of play down left-hand side. But like I said, City being clinical, that's a good clearance. So I'm going to say poor clearance. So I didn't really see Foden come onto it. Here's Gundogan. Out to Kyle Walker now. There's Mahrez. Back to Walker. Neymar can take his damage shenanigans to the nearest YMCA. There's Ruben Dias to Zinchenko. Back to Ruben Dias now. Clears it downfield. Foden takes the chest. Good foot in there by Marquinhos. It's going to be a foul by Marquinhos and Herrera. Just sandwiched Phil Foden in there. Free kick to City. But that man, Kylian Mbappe, is on the bench tonight. I'm sure we will see him at some point. He's got to come on at some point in this game, of course. I mean, with PSG trailing as well, is Kyle Walker. Silva. It's going to be a foul by Herrera on Bernardo Silva. That's a couple of ones he's done now under Herrera. He is absolutely fuming. Gundogan's trying to give him some afters as well. And I'll be very surprised if, as last week, there are... I'd be very surprised if 22 players end on the pitch. Mbappe actually, like Di Maria hates since he was in Real. It's going to be a yellow card for Ander Herrera, I think. He can't believe it. Verratti can't believe it. I don't really know what's happening here, to be fair. I need to blow my nose as well because it's going to be running like fucking shit. I'm not really sure what's happened, though. That's the thing. So a foul gets given to Man City. Herrera wins the ball. It's good refereeing because it gives the yellow card out, but Ander Herrera's reaction, I mean, it does warrant the yellow card because he's in the ref's face, he's in Gundogan's face. And to be honest, he looks a little bit rattled, does Ander Herrera at the moment, but Man City in control with the tie in the balance. I mean, it's in the balance for them. They're controlling the tie, really, because they have that 2-goal advantage, and that's a good kick out by Stones. And Mahrez to Walker. It's a good pass downfield to Bernardo Silva. City with men over. Bernardo Silva, lovely ball across to Zinchenko. And here is Zinchenko now. Driving forward and finding Foden. Back to Zinchenko. It's Foden again. Back to Zinchenko. Foden, Gundogan. Foden. It's inside, past Paredes, but gets cut out by Verratti, and here's Riccardi. I think that might be his first touch of the ball. Di Maria tries the early one over to Neymar. It's not a good pass by Di Maria. And Neymar couldn't get a little bit too much But 5 attempts for PSG, 0 on target with 55% possession, 45% possession for Man City. 2 shots and 1 on target. Good win back then there by Icardi, but loose ball comes to Walker and gets blasted downfield. And that Keylor Navas, who was at fault for maybe both goals last week, comes out and collects the ball, and PSG can recycle from the back again. Excuse me, guys. There's Marquinhos, though. Big ball followed by Florenzi Di Maria, flicks it on looking for Icardi. I mean, he just doesn't look on the same wavelength tonight, Mauro Icardi, as the other two forwards, to be honest. I mean, he looks a little bit off the pace, if I'm being brutally honest. Is Zinchenko now. To Phil Foden. Blast it against Di Maria, the ball ricochets loose for De Bruyne. Why did Keylor Navas have turned to a goal against Bayern? That is true. He was absolutely pants last week. Here's Riyad Mahrez, though, for City on the right-hand side, up against Diallo. Back to Kyle Walker, in towards Gundogan, who's got a lot of space in that midfield. Out wide to Zinchenko. Takes a few touches, comes back inside, cuts out back to Bernardo Silva on the left wing. Here's Gundogan again. Back to Silva. Here's Zinchenko again. 25 minutes tick over. Manchester City playing the ball well. Nice passing move. Nice rhythm to the passes. There's Ruben Dias. This is Zinchenko. Always seems to be a pass on for Manchester City at the moment. It's a good switch to Mahrez. He brings it away from Verratti. He's up against Diallo. Good defending by the Frenchman. Verratti holds him off well. There's Kimpembe to Verratti again. Back to Diallo. Poor pass from him, cut out by De Bruyne. And here's Foden. Comes forward, tries to poke one through for Mahrez. It's cleared away. Is Neymar going to come up against Ruben Dias? Ruben Dias does well and hits out of play for a throw-in. There's Verratti. There's Paredes again. And Herrera, good pass in behind. And now PSG can come forward. It's Neymar on the right-hand side, up against Zinchenko. Neymar, pass 1, pass 2. Pulls it to the edge for Verratti, who takes a touch. Maybe too many touches. Here's Di Maria. Dinking one to the back stick. It's an awful cross. It's a really bad crossing by Di Maria. After finally PSG looked like they were coming forward with some attacking intent. Ander Herrera got it in a really good position there. It was a poor crossing from Di Maria. And it goes out of play for a goal kick. Edison kicks it out field again. There's a man down for PSG, and Mahrez is in acres of space as he receives the ball. And here's Bernardo Silva coming forward. City looking threatening again. Here's Kyle Walker. Back to Mahrez. Into Gundogan. He's got a lot of space when he receives the ball anytime. Here's De Bruyne. Foden. Looking back for De Bruyne. Important foot in there by Florenzi to flick it away from De Bruyne's initial path. And it runs out of play for a corner to Manchester City. The first of many, I'm sure. There comes the ball, whipped in, it's headed away. Comes out to Foden. There's Walker, back out to Mahrez on the right. For City, the goal scorer. Whips a lovely ball in towards their head of Stones. It's going to be cleared away. Verratti takes it down. Got Fernandinho on his back. Goes down, wins the foul. Good work by Verratti there. But Fernandinho, 36 today, the commentators just said. 36. And he's still smashing it. Fair play to Fernandinho. He's an absolute Premier League legend. Here's Neymar, though. Coming forward from PSG. Kyle Walker's done well. Here's Edison to John Stones. Gundogan again. Whenever he receives it, just seems to be in acres of space. Nobody pressing him at all for PSG. And he finds a good pass out to Mahrez on the right. He's got Bernardo Silva outside him, but Decides to go inside to Phil Foden, back to Riyad Mahrez. And Gundogan and Mahrez again. he's 36 today, Fernandinho. Kyle Walker again to Mahrez. Good pass to Bernardo Silva in a little bit of space. Accelerates away from Verratti. He's got Foden outside him. It does find him. Foden goes back to Mahrez, though. Inside to Fernandinho. Didn't really cut it out, but it's come back to Mahrez. Loose ball. Is Bernardo Silva. That's even old for a kid. Yeah, exactly. I think they were saying Phil Foden's 21 and Fernandinho's 31. So 36, sorry. Gundogan to De Bruyne outside the area. Takes a touch. Looks to curl it. It's a few yards wide. But it's exactly the position where you've seen Kevin De Bruyne cut back onto his right foot and curl him into the top corner. Does really well. I think it actually took a deflection off Ander Herrera. It's going to go out and play for a goal kick that the referee's given. But Manchester City starting to dominate the game a little bit, starting to get the foot more on the ball. PSG, they need some sort of encouragement and maybe a goal or a chance or something to really kickstart them. Because, I mean, they have had more of the possession and more shots, but the shots have been really tame or blocked. In the final third, they've just not been good enough. Manchester City have been clinical. They've just got the players that score the important goals, and at the moment, Neymar's not really turned up. Di Maria's not really turned up, and Mbappe, of course, is on the bench, so Icardi's almost invisible up there. He's isolated as that main man up top, but there's still a lot of time left. PSG with 15 minutes of this half and then 45 minutes of another half. 60 minutes left for PSG, and here's Di Maria to Neymar. Picks a lovely ball out to Florenzi on the right-hand side, and Florenzi dinks one in low. Di Maria leaves it, and I don't really know why he did, because nobody was behind him. He should have took it in his stride and maybe had a shot, but Kyle Walker glides past too. And he's Bernardo Silva now. Out to De Bruyne. Here's Zinchenko, now to Gundogan. Pressed by a few players and wins the ball back. Verratti did well. Here's Di Maria against Zinchenko. Di Maria takes him on. 3 players round him. Finds Verratti, who's pressed immediately by De Bruyne and has to go backwards to Marquinhos. Here's Paredes. Here's Verratti now. Verratti gets his head up and tries to play a ball to Kimpembe. Important touch in, but Neymar flies past Fernandinho. Advantage played. Paredes out to Diallo. There's men making the run into the box. Diallo takes a touch, plays the ball, and it's a poor cross. Paredes missed it, but Liam Delap's age is literally half of Fernandinho's. Mental, isn't it? There's Kimpembe to Ander Herrera. They're on the edge of the... They're on halfway line at the moment. He's going all the way back to his keeper, Keylor Navas. There's Kimpembe. PSG needs to sod off, apparently. Paredes again to Verratti. Di Maria picks the ball up in a nice position, and now he's got 2 men ahead of him, but 4 defenders. Cuts back against Mahrez. Does well. Here's Neymar. Can he work this place for a shot? Does quite well. He's still got it inside the box. Back to Diallo. It's Verratti. Back to Neymar. There's a couple of touches outside the box. There's a bomb ball across to Marquinhos. Marquinhos sticks one to the back stick, and it's going to be caught by Edison. And at the moment, nothing seems to be coming off for PSG. It's quite comfortable at the back for Manchester City at the moment, especially for Edison. Not having to face a shot on target at the moment. Is Zinchenko to Foden. Accelerating past Marquinhos. Still got the ball, Phil Foden on the left-hand side. Lovely feet. Still Phil Foden to Gundogan. Fernandinho. There's Gundogan again. It's a little bit of a poor pass from Fernandinho, and Icardi plays a pass. It's quite wide to Neymar, though. Up against Kyle Walker, holds him off well, waiting for men to come up, but it's a slow line for PSG getting forward. Here's Paredes. Neymar's overrated. I think he's fairly rated, to be fair. Here's Diallo. Back to Paredes. Out to Diallo again. And PSG not really making any moves forward at the moment. They're quite comfortably playing the ball in front of Manchester City. Here's Di Maria dropping very deep to pick the ball up. Paredes to Marquinhos. It's very compact by Man City. Everyone's back. And they're so quick when they break on the counter-attack. PSG will need to... It'll be some goal if PSG score past this expertly set up Manchester City side. Here's Marquinhos to Kimpembe. Verratti. Kimpembe to Ander Herrera. And they're having to bat it around the defenders here. Here's Keylor Navas. His diving skill is underrated. He does like the odd theatrics done in Neymar. Here's Florenzi. Ander Herrera. They've played well out of the press here at PSG, but again, coming forward, Paredes takes it past Mahrez to Di Maria now. Out to Diallo. Thought about the pass near back to Di Maria. Plays it backwards to Verratti. Kimpembe now. To Marquinhos. Good pass to Di Maria. Crossing is blocked by Walker. Diallo gets it, plays it back to Ander Herrera, takes a touch and shoots! And it's just over the top of the crossbar. The ex-Manchester United player, Ander Herrera, but he'd probably love a goal here. It's not a bad attempt by Ander Herrera, to be fair. A few inches under. And it would have probably been a test for Edison to try and save it. Tubb says Ruben Dias equals sign of the season. He's been really good this season, of course, for Manchester City. Fantastically well. Didn't really work at the start, but when they found him a partner, that's when he really kicked on. And the talent was always there. It was just finding that right partner. And I think that's a poor pass out from Edison. It's a poor pass from Ander Herrera. Gundogan it was who got away with one back there for slipping on the ball. And here come Manchester City again with Bernardo Silva. So we had Mahrez to Foden. Mahrez again to Gundogan. And again, a little bit of a sloppy pass from Gundogan, but Mahrez had to work hard to get it back, and he did. And that's going to be a foul by Diallo on Bernardo Silva. And 36 minutes into this tie, it's kind of been quite comfortable for Manchester City, to be fair, because I mean, PSG have had a lot of the ball, but they've not really done much with it when they've come forward. They need 2 goals to take it to extra time. With 37 minutes and almost at half time, they've not looked like scoring once. If he was partnered with Maguire, he would flop. I'm sure in your eyes he would flop. Harry Maguire's not a bad defender. He's not a bad defender. But a free kick for Manchester City on the right-hand side, wide right, very wide right, almost as if it in a throw-in position, this free kick. And Mahrez and De Bruyne are over it. Stones and Dias have both gone forward. It's going to be floated in by De Bruyne. It's a really good delivery. It's cleared away by Abdou Diallo. And Di Maria left the ball behind, and it's hit the hand of De Bruyne. It's going to be a free kick to PSG. And if PSG can get up before half-time, then they'll probably feel a lot better about the situation. Here's Neymar. Takes it away from Mahrez. Glides past him well. Still Neymar on the ball. Takes it past Mahrez again. Here's Verratti now to Paredes. To Neymar again. He's up against Bernardo Silva. Pushes him off the ball. And then fouls him. That might be a yellow card. And the afters are there again. And there's definitely going to be some more yellow cards shown in this game. Maguire isn't a bad defender. He just had a bad partner. It's very difficult to pair with. I think, I don't necessarily think Lindelof's bad either. I think they just pick the situations well, as you would against any team. You pick the situations well against them. So, I mean, if they're going to target Maguire's pace, everyone's going to target Maguire's pace, no matter who you have next to him. To be honest, even if you had Usain Bolt next to him, Harry Maguire's pace would still be exploited by a few teams. But it's how you deal with that. But I don't think Lindelof and Maguire work bad together. I think it's just something that people can moan about. There's Verratti over to Diallo. Verratti. Kimpembe is out wide, left, and plays the ball across, and it was Cleared away. It was blocked by Stones and cleared away by Walker. It's a long ball downfield. It's Verratti. Here's Ander Herrera again. To Di Maria. It's the ball back to Ander Herrera. Herrera again. There's Marquinhos over to Kimpembe. Poor pass. And now the counter's on with De Bruyne coming forward. Mahrez goes all the way over to Bernardo Silva. Takes a couple of touches of the ball. Hills Foden. Mahrez. Not a good pass cut out by Paredes. And cleared away. Here's Neymar. Loses it to Stones and Gundogan takes it past one. The loose ball at the moment is bouncing around all over the place. It's kicked against Gundogan's chest by Kimpembe and it's taken it away from the penalty area towards Phil Foden. Here's Zinchenko. Back to Mahrez. Herrera should have stayed at Man United. Matic should have left. Herrera's contract was up. He didn't want to sign another one. Matic is very old. Matic should probably be leaving soon. But that's a weird ricochet. It's come to Di Maria, who's 1v4 against the PSG defenders. And his pass is not good enough to find Verratti. It's cleared away by Kyle Walker. Here's Fernandinho to Gundogan. Here's De Bruyne. PSG is so crap, no wonder they bottle every Champions League participating. I mean, they played so well in the last round against Bayern Munich. I mean, they've just not been... And the first half against City last week was really good. At the moment, they look so poor. But like they're saying now on the commentary, PSG, Man City have been vulnerable this game. They've given the ball away quite a bit. And, you know, maybe another day, maybe on another day they're better. But Phil Foden's done really well here to glide away from a few challenges. Zinchenko, left-hand side of the penalty area, pulls it back for De Bruyne. Mahrez turns in the box. It's a good block by Marquinhos. It's a good catch by Keylor Navas. And as they do, the British media sucking off Phil Foden. I mean, he ran forward about 5 yards, and they're absolutely loving it. I mean, I'm not being funny, but if Ilkay Gundogan did that, they wouldn't be saying the same thing. If Fernandinho did that, he wouldn't be saying the same thing. I mean, Phil Foden is a very good youngster, but, you know, the way the British media go on about him, you think he's a second coming of Christ. Is De Bruyne, though. Watch him go and score now. Plays the ball looking for Phil Foden. It's cleared away by Marquinhos. There's Paredes. There's Herrera. There's Florenzi now for PSG. And they're always looking to get Neymar on the ball because you know he can hurt Manchester City. 3 minutes left until half-time, probably. I mean, I don't think there'll be much added time. Here's Paredes. To Verratti, back to Paredes. There's Marquinhos. Verratti. To Florenzi. Herrera now. Marquinhos. To Kimpembe. Marquinhos again. I mean, Manchester City, I think they're fairly compact and staying in for this 1-0 lead at half-time. They're content with that. Here's Neymar picking it up, shooting. It's blocked by Stones. Herrera. Verratti on the edge of the box on the right-hand side. Plays a lovely ball to Neymar in a tight position. Trying to work it out. Comes back to Herrera, who plays the ball across. And another block from Diaz. Heads it behind for a corner. There's Di Maria's corner. Scored from the corner last week, PSG. Marquinhos it was who scored the header. Needed a similar thing now. Di Maria heads it in. It's cleared on and headed away by Kyle Walker. And now the counter-attack's on. And Bernardo Silva. So Mahrez. De Bruyne's got a lot of space if Mahrez can find him. It's a lovely ball by Mahrez. It's cleared away by Verratti. And Mauro Icardi can't get onto that one. is Walker. I love Diaz in Bayern, to be honest. I think anybody would like Ruben Diaz in their team. Kyle Walker now on the ball to Fernandinho. We're almost at half time now. Fernandinho tackle back in Pembe well, and now PSG come forward with Neymar. Icardi gets a foot on it. Here's Di Maria. Onto his left. Good foot in there by Gundogan. It's cleared downfield. There's Marquinhos. Not long till half time now. Or in Crawley. I think Crawley would probably, do anything to play like Ruben Diaz in their team. There's Diallo. Herrera, about 30 seconds away from the 45 minutes being up in this tie. The first 45 is Paredes to Ander Herrera. Florenzi to Marquinhos. Now Kimpembe. And Neymar to Abdou Diallo. Verratti over to Neymar. 3 minutes of added time. Now, I'm not really sure where the 3 minutes have come from, to be honest, but we've got the 3 minutes of added time. Here's Florenzi to Di Maria. It's going to be a lovely ball in, and I mean, Edison would have had it. Stones instead headed it back out. It's come back to Di Maria, who thought about the crosses up against two men, and he tries to do too much. And Zinchenko keeps it from going out of play for a corner. Smacks it downfield. Marquinhos chests it down and loses the ball to De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne now. Wide right-hand side. There's Bernardo Silva. Nobody really there. Over the past 7 years, you hear people saying, PSG are one of the best teams in the world. Neymar is world class. They have great players. I laugh every time PSG get knocked out. I feel like I'm behaved today. I don't know what that means, Tubbs. Are you being good today? Have you been good today? I don't really know what you mean by that. But yeah, PSG they haven't got like world-class players. They've got 2 world-class players, maybe 3 or 4 world-class players. They've not got a world-class team. Their team's not world-class by any sense of the imagination. They've just got a good team, which of course walks the league every year. But this year is different. Here's Gundogan though to Riyad Mahrez. Up against Diallo again inside the box. Mahrez takes a touch and shoots. Good save by Navas. Comes out to Bernardo Silva. Curls one, takes a deflection. And it goes behind and away for a corner. But, Manchester City threatening 2 shots there which could have ended up in the back of the net. Diallo gets absolutely left in the dust by Mahrez. I've been roasting Josh and Kale in the past few streams. Right. I saw you roasting their teams in the last couple of streams. I was in for them ones. I mean, you normally roast Man United anyway, so I'm just used to it by now. And it's a good block in there by Kimpembe to divert out of play for a corner. And with a minute left of the first half, it's whipped in by De Bruyne, and Navas fists it away out to Mahrez on the edge, picks a lovely ball back in. Diaz heads it against the back of Florenzi. It's going to be another corner, I think. And De Bruyne again. This is definitely going into the box. This one, probably the last bit of action of the first half. Lovely cross in. It's headed away by, I think it was Icardi. Don't think I feel well if I'm behaved. Right. Here's De Bruyne again. Tries to play. Nobody's in the box, and Keylor Navas picks the ball up, and Pochettino ready to walk into the dressing room, because that is half time, 1-0 to Paris Saint-Germain. It's been a very, very poor half for PSG, to be honest. Having more of the ball, more of the possession, but ultimately Manchester City have taken advantage of the little attempts that they've had on goal. I mean, they had a late flurry there in the second half, the added time. But Manchester City have got 1 foot in the final. They've got 1 foot in the Istanbul final, and it will be against either Chelsea or Real Madrid. And 45 minutes will tell us who will be in that final. PSG only need 2 goals to take it to extra time, guys. So if they get them in the second half, I could be here for a little bit longer. But speaking of being here for a little bit longer, let's have a look what's coming up on the Sports Corner channel in the next couple of days, guys. Here we go. So tomorrow night, we've obviously got Josh with the Premier League darts. It returns night 10, 5th of May, 7:05 with Josh. Make sure you're there for the darts. Champions League Watchalongs also on tomorrow alongside the darts, of course, multi-streams. Rowan is live at 7:55 for Chelsea versus Real Madrid. And then me and Kieren are back again on Thursday for our Europa League goal show. Second legs of the semi-finals. We had fun last week. Let's make sure we have fun this week as well. Then Championship final day, 8th of May, 20 past 12 with Josh, of course. Relegation maybe looming for Rotherham if they don't win today. And then obviously Saturday, the Bundesliga returns to our channel. We love it. Bayern Munich versus Mönchengladbach, 5:25 with Kieren L. But that's it for what's coming up on the channel. You thought I was going to say that's it for the stream today. That'd be weird. Ending it at half time. I'm back, lads. Potty break and morning snack. What time is it for you, Tubbs? Kyle's here says, cool, Tubbs. See you then. I'm just going to go use the toilet and probably go make something to eat. So I'll be probably about 5 minutes. And then we're back for the second half. So make sure you come back, guys, because we've got a massive second half coming up. Sorry, boys. I had to go and watch the last bit of the Rotherham game with Josh. Of course, Rotherham, massive game they're playing Luton Town. It's still 0-0 with 90 into added time. They could get relegated this year, so I had to go in and watch it with Josh because that game's in the balance. It's 0-0. This game is literally just about to get back underway. I think in a few minutes' time. The teams are coming out for the second half. We're talking about PSG. Kylian Mbappe warming up at half time in trainers. So I mean, I don't know if he's going to come on or not, but we'll have to see. A massive 45 minutes for Man City. We are about to just get underway with the second half. It is probably the biggest 45 minutes of their history in terms of their European pedigree. It's a massive chance for them to win the Champions League for the first time in their history. This squad that has done fantastically well in the Premier League this year does have the opportunity to win the Champions League, and they've got a massive 45 minutes. And onto the pitch comes Neymar as well. His tiny shoes in the tunnel. Of course, he's going to be the last out for PSG, and Neymar needs to have a massive second half and make sure he's the man. I thought we'd been on the webinar. And we are finally underway. And finally, we are actually underway in this tie. And PSG needing 2 goals to take it to extra time. Paredes heads it away. It's won back by Manchester City, and Mahrez to De Bruyne. Tries to play it to Mahrez over the cutout. Hits Gundogan, it's De Bruyne. It's a terrible touch by Kevin De Bruyne. It runs all the way through to Keylor Navas. He prevents the corner. There's Phil Foden. Zinchenko. Good pass downfield to Gundogan on the left-hand side of the attack. Comes inside now, and he's just got so much room and space every time he picks up the ball. No Manchester City player press him. I don't know if that's some sort of tactic that they've got, but well, one back by Marquinhos, and here comes PSG with Icardi, loses out, and Fernandinho wins it back. Foden out to De Bruyne. De Bruyne, Mahrez, Fernandinho, Zinchenko, Bernardo Silva. Zinchenko again. And Manchester City just got to sit on this lead now. No silly mistakes, and they should find it. quite comfortable there. And I mean, I said no stupid mistakes, and I thought Zinchenko would give the throw away, but he's actually won the throw-in. Be interesting to see when both managers decide it's time for the substitutes, of course. Zinchenko is cleared over by Florenzi. Navas, Neymar. There's Paredes. Now with Marquinhos. Kimpembe. To Verratti. Edge of the D in his. Neymar, good pass to Diallo. There's going to be a throw into PSG inside Manchester City's half. It's De Bruyne. Good cut out by Kimpembe. Diallo. Verratti now. Takes it past a couple of bodies and does really well. Marco Verratti. Good pass to Angel Di Maria, who takes a touch and shoots. It's blocked by Diaz. Marquinhos. Here's Florenzi. Here's Kimpembe. Diallo. Not a good pass cut out by Fernandinho. Walker, good pass to Bernardo Silva. Mahrez left it. It's going to run to Neymar on the left wing. Against Mahrez, good defending by the Algerian, and brings it away from Verratti as well. And takes it past Diallo. That's going to be a foul by Diallo. It's going to be a free kick for Manchester City. But City, yeah, settled into that nice formation, nice and compact. They sitting on their lead at 1-0, and it's exactly as I thought, really. If they were to take the lead in this game, they would sit on that 1-0 lead and not try anything really theatrical or risky, because I mean it's so comfortable for them at the moment, with PSG offering next to nothing going forward. And when they do come forward, the end product is next to poor to describe that with. Here's Mahrez taking it past Diallo. Good tackle from Diallo. It's actually going to be a foul by Diallo on Mahrez again for the second time in about a minute. No yellow card shown to the Frenchman playing at left back tonight. It was definitely a foul. Hands over him, blocking his run. It's going to be a good chance for... Well, I thought it was a good chance to get Manchester City men in the box, but they've opted to not. And Kyle Walker plays the ball. It's gone straight to Florenzi, but Florenzi's header goes to Gundogan. A little poor touch by Gundogan. It's back with the PSG back line, who can try and build from the back again. And I mean, when they have tried to build from the back, they've been very unsuccessful with it, to be fair. I mean, it looks like they're best when they nick it up high upfield and then they can all pounce on the Manchester City players. But unfortunately, when they try and play it out from the back, the Manchester City press is so high that they've only got out of that a few times without giving the ball away. And Verratti's been caught on the ball here by Fernandinho. That's going to be a foul by the 36-year-old. And still no yellow card for him. He's committed about 3 or 4 fouls as well this game. There's probably a lot of players on the border of their last caution for the yellow card beyond Kuipers, the referee. Only given 1 out so far to Ander Herrera. Here's Di Maria to Verratti. Di Maria again. Fernandinho puts a good foot in, but Paredes does win the loose ball and finds a good pass to Di Maria. Di Maria, I mean, both men went early, Neymar and Icardi. Here's Diallo. Neymar holds off a couple of players. Turns back and finds Verratti, who's going to have to chase the ball. And wins a corner for his team. 51 minutes on the clock for PSG. 39 left in their Champions League campaign, potentially, if they don't find anything in the next in the next 39 minutes, of course, they don't find 2 goals. Here's Di Maria going to whip that one in. It's headed away by Fernandinho. Here they go again, ball in. It goes all the way through to foul and by a PSG man. And it's going to be a free kick to City inside their own area. Paul from PSG. I don't know what happened. It's going to come in and Paredes it is. Who gets a push in the back from Diaz and goes down and then ends up fouling. Ruben Diaz it is who gets fouled by Paredes, who goes down, trying to win the penalty. And Edison to Kyle Walker. There's John Stones to Zinchenko, and his little flick forward comes off Florenzi, but encouraging signs for PSG, really. I think they're definitely a lot more intent when they come forward. They're trying a little bit of different things, of course, but still no sign of getting into the back into the game with a goal. I don't think Kylian Mbappe is going to feature at all in this game. There's a good ball on Phil Foden. He's in. One-on-one with the goalkeeper, Phil Foden. Good save by Navas. He's offside. What a stupid rule. But Phil Foden found himself one-on-one with the goalkeeper. De Bruyne picks out a fantastic... He is offside as well. PSG massively let off the hook there, though. Here's Diallo. To Verratti. Kimpembe across, all the way across to Florenzi, who was bombing forward in the first leg. Haven't really seen that in the second leg. Marquinhos' pass is an awful one straight to Fernandinho, who takes a touch out of his body, thinks about the shot, thinks once a Gundogan, it's headed away. Only as far as Foden, who shoots. Fisted out by Navas. PSG at 6s and 7s at defence right now, but they've played out quite well. And here's Neymar to Verratti. Kyle Walker gets an important foot in there. His back heel's not a good one. And Di Maria now Neymar. And they've got a 3-on-2. It's Neymar in on the right-hand side. Neymar, can he shoot the shooting opportunity out? Pass 1, pass 2. Neymar shoots, blocked. Lovely block by Zinchenko and embraced by Stones. It's a corner to PSG. Just took it too far, Neymar. Maybe went all the way on his own. He just hit the shot, and Stones and Diaz making the identical sliding challenge. The corner's taken short to Neymar. Here's Herrera. Lovely outside of the foot pass to Di Maria. Good block in there by De Bruyne, who wins the ball back. Cleared away. Downfield. Oh, and there's been a collision there by Bernardo Silva in. Florenzi's been given the Italians' way. It's a good job it was, because Bernardo Silva was in. It is a free kick to PSG, though. Here's Verratti. To Diallo. Verratti again. And 10 minutes into the second half, PSG had their first big chance of the game, really. It's Paredes. Paredes. Still Paredes. There's Verratti now. Kimpembe to Diallo. Verratti again. Back to Diallo. Has to go back to Paredes. Good pass into midfield for Marquinhos, who accelerates a little bit. Out to Florenzi. Looks through it down the line. Zinchenko cuts it out, and that's a good pass to De Bruyne. And City on the counter again. He's on his own, though, Kevin De Bruyne. Up against Marquinhos. Marquinhos defends it well. The experienced man. There's Florenzi. Marquinhos again, and now PSG have to build again from the back. Paredes to Diallo. Diallo into midfield. Pass 1. Holds off Fernandinho. Goes down. Ref says no foul. Here's Gundogan. Gundogan away from Paredes. Glides past him. Here's De Bruyne. Tries to switch the play over. Pass, and Mahrez just lets it go out of play for a throw into PSG. I just want to see those salty tears from Neymar again. You might see him at the end of the game, because at the moment PSG don't look like getting back into this one. What a weak shot as well. Tubbs said it was a very tame effort by Neymar. It's Paredes. Marquinhos. Kimpembe. There's Marquinhos. Florenzi. Oh, well, not on the same wavelength for Icardi and Florenzi at the moment. And Icardi's been very, very poor tonight. He's been like a ghost up front, honestly. Here's Gundogan. Good passing from City here between Gundogan, Zinchenko and Phil Foden. It's come back to Diaz. Now back to Zinchenko. Gundogan again. Turns on the ball. There's a really good pass out to Bernardo Silva. Brings it forward. Finds Mahrez. Back to Silva. Here's De Bruyne trying to get away. And Herrera does really well. It's Kimpembe now away from De Bruyne. Navas away. At the moment, PSG, when they play out from the back, cannot get past this Manchester City press. They end up kicking out of play every single time. Kyle Walker, and Diallo's been switched off there, and Silva in behind him. Mahrez now. Kimpembe important footing. Throwing again to Man City. To be Kyle Walker to take this one. That's a foul by Mahrez on Ander Herrera. Hand to the face. But who's going to come on for Paris Saint-Germain, to be fair? .32 minutes left on the clock. 31 minutes. Sorry, we are into the 59th minute. There's Navas. It's Kimpembe. PSG penned into their own half at the moment. I say their own final third. Their own back third. Ball forward looking for Neymar. It's cleared away. They're finally going to get out because of a misplaced pass. But maybe Paris Saint-Germain have to look at the back. Xavi Simons will save PSG. I don't even think he's on the bench. I don't know if he's on the bench. Let's have a look if he's on the bench. No, he's not on the bench. So I don't think Xavi Simons will be saving Real Madrid subs. PSG. He's not on the bench. Moise Kean is warming up. It looks like it's probably going to be him who comes on. Julian Draxler's also out there warming up. And Moise Kean has been called back, and so has Julian Draxler. So maybe a double change for PSG. Neymar tries to get away from two, loses it. And Mahrez picks it up and finds Gundogan. Is Zinchenko. Back to Gundogan. Gundogan again. Loses it, and PSG come away with it with Marquinhos. PSG is screwed from the start if they didn't put Simons on the bench, yeah. I don't even know if he's in the under-23s or he's in the main team, but he's not on the bench tonight. But here's Neymar. Find a little bit of pocket space and run at the Manchester City defence. Good pass out to Di Maria. Di Maria trying to poke one back across to Icardi. Cleared away. And Zinchenko loses it to Di Maria. Di Maria picks one into the box. Neymar trying to get up there. Gets stuck, and Herrera hits it on the volley. And Ruben Diaz again blocking it. I mean, the PSG players were calling for the handball. No, it wasn't a handball. It hit the head of Ruben Diaz. And Herrera goes for a scissor kick on the edge of the box. And Ruben Diaz with a very important block. There's Marquinhos. Neymar. A little bit of space starting to open up for PSG there. Calling for the handball. It is a handball against Ruben Diaz. Edge of the box. Ander Herrera goes to it on the scissor kick. Hits him in the stomach. And Moise Kean comes on for Mauro Icardi. It's a big, big night for Moise Kean now. Gundogan has been light years better than Kevin De Bruyne this season. I mean, yeah, De Bruyne has been injured. But, I mean, they've both been fantastic. And Julian Draxler's come on for Ander Herrera. This is it for PSG now. It's a free kick for Paris Saint-Germain. It's going to be Neymar over it. Moise Kean needs to get involved in the game more than Mauro Icardi did. Neymar takes one, floats it in. Marquinhos headed down, calling for the handball. They're calling for the handball every time, PSG at the moment. And that's a good clearance away De Bruyne now. The counter's on. It's a 3-on-3 for Manchester City. Kimpembe is absolutely sprinting out of his mind back there. De Bruyne to Foden. Back across to Mahrez! And that's probably that. It's 2-0 to Manchester City. It's Riyad Mahrez again. And Mahrez has probably killed the tie. It is probably game over. It's a fantastic counter-attack goal for Manchester City, and they have thoroughly deserved it. It is a fantastic goal. And it's Mahrez again. Safe to say, when KDB was having his best, he's going to be injured most times as well. But that is fantastic. Phil Foden picks it up on the left-hand side, plays the ball to De Bruyne. It's a great pass back. Foden, first time across Mahrez. He's in acres of space in the box. It's a brilliant goal from Manchester City. And Paris Saint-Germain have been shell-shocked again. It's 2-0. It is game over. The tie is dead. There is no chance for PSG now. And that is Manchester City in the Champions League final for the first time in their history. Pep Guardiola is going mental. Neymar is fuming. Mahrez has been fantastic all night. He's got a brace in probably the most important performance of his career. Still 27 minutes left, lads. Paris Saint-Germain ain't going to get free, though. There's Verratti. Paris Saint-Germain need 3 to go through. There'll be no extra time played. Diallo down the line to Moise Kean. Moise Kean picks it up and finds Verratti. Here's Paredes to Kimpembe. Marquinhos again to Draxler. Here's Marquinhos again, and get one in the next 5 minutes. Maybe it's on, but probably not. Here's Kimpembe. Marquinhos again. Neymar. Away from Fernandinho. Draxler couldn't get a touch on the ball, and they're coming again, Manchester City here. Phil Foden runs into a little bit of trouble. Florenzi does really well to win the ball back. Here's Draxler to Verratti. To Neymar. Here's Paredes now. Picks up and shoots. It's an awful shot right over the top. Sums up Paris Saint-Germain's evening. Really. Kyle will miss the comeback. Knocks it off. Can't wait to rest this crap anymore. Oh, Kyle, you're going to miss the comeback. You're not. No comeback. There's going to be no comeback in this game from Paris Saint-Germain. This game's going 3-0 to Man City. I think someone said it earlier. I think it might have been Tubbs who said 3-0. It might end 3-0. It might genuinely end 3-0. Won't miss anything, Tubbs. Yeah, won't miss anything. I say that. There's Julian Draxler picking the ball up, and he's shot instead of passing and blocked by Ruben Dias. There's Kimpembe. Paredes now. Moise Kean tries to play around the corner to Draxler. They're almost playing a front 4 at the moment, Paris Saint-Germain. Marquinhos has done well there. It's Verratti. Neymar wins the foul against Mahrez. It's going to be a free kick, and they're putting men forward again. But the last time they did this, they lost the ball, and they're taking it quickly as Verratti to Di Maria, who whips one in. It's a good cross, but it's going to go all the way across. Whipped back in by Florenzi, cleared over by Diaz. Here's De Bruyne. Loses out to Draxler. It's a good pass to Florenzi, who whips the ball in towards Moyes, keeps over the head of him, and Kyle Walker heads it behind. Christian Blue says, "Hi, mate. Hope you're well." Yeah, I'm all right, mate. I hope you're all right as well. Of course, Manchester City going to the Champions League final as things stand. I mean, it would be some comeback if PSG could get back in this one. It's going to be Di Maria's corner. He whips it in. It's headed away by Diaz. And they're coming again, but a high foot by Florenzi. I mean, he's done really well to keep the ball. Verratti slides away on the floor. Mahrez, his pass is too much for De Bruyne to get onto. It's a throw-in. Paris Saint-Germain, who survive again. There's Neymar. Di Maria looking back for Neymar, blocked by Fernandinho. Oh, what is happening here? It's a red card. Di Maria's off. And it is absolutely trademark Angel Di Maria. What is he doing? The frustrations have got to him. There is no need to put a foot in. Pochettino's trying to calm Di Maria down. And there was just no need for Paris Saint-Germain and no need for Angel Di Maria to go in like that. It's so silly. I have no idea why he's done it. The VAR is checking the red card. Well, there was a little bit of afters, then he stuck a foot in on Fernandinho, and I have no idea why he does it. It is such a stupid thing for Angel Di Maria to do. And if it wasn't bad enough already, it's just got worse because they're down to 10 men. What a stupid decision from Angel Di Maria. What is he playing at? Not shocked by I said City would do a job on them. City better team. PSG rely on two players mainly. These either Real Madrid or Chelsea beating City. I think either Real Madrid or Chelsea could beat City. I think Real Madrid are very, very underrated, to be fair, because they've got a very, very good team and they've been playing well all year. But what a stupid decision. They seem to just bottle it in the biggest occasions, Paris Saint-Germain. And when it goes against them, when it rains, it pours. I say it every time. And it's pissing it down on Paris Saint-Germain right now. It's pissed it down a little bit like it were earlier outside. It's absolutely pissing it down all over Paris Saint-Germain now. One awful, awful decision from Angel Di Maria. No need to stick a foot in. And he's made his teammates' job harder because they might end up getting absolutely walloped now with 10 men and they could get embarrassed in Manchester. Foden goes over, that's a foul. That's going to be a yellow card for Verratti as well. And I said earlier, I'd be surprised if there were 22 men left on the pitch at the end of the game. And it's 21 because of Di Maria's stupid decision. Verratti pushes Foden over, gets the yellow card for mouthing off at the ref. And Tubbs has subbed it up. Typical PSG sore losers. And they are being sore losers here because it's poor. Zinchenko needs to calm down. Fernandinho's trying to calm him down. Yellow card for Zinchenko as well. They're checking for a red card on Zinchenko now as well. I'm not sure what's happening here. Fernandinho's screaming at him. I have no idea what is going on. This game's just going into chaos at the moment. Zinchenko might be getting sent off. We're going to see what's happened. When he's down, Paredes throws the ball. It hits Torres on the head and pushes him and then grabs him by the throat. Pushes him away. So yellow card for Verratti, yellow card for Zinchenko. And that's it. No red cards, no other red cards, shall I say. Real Madrid won Champions League and Zidane deserves credit instead of people saying only won Champions League because Ronaldo. Yeah, I think Zinedine Zidane's a good manager. I think he's done really well with Real Madrid this year. So especially from where they were. Verratti's just fouled someone again after just getting a yellow card. So he needs to be careful. Neymar and Mahrez are having some afters. There's going to be another red card in this game at some point. Holding the shirt, goes in. I might turn it back on near the end to watch Neymar ball his eyes out. I think even he knows this is over. Pochettino definitely knows. They are losing their heads massively, Chris. The heads have gone. After the second goal went in, the heads went. And Manchester City taking full advantage of that. Is De Bruyne. Takes it past one. Verratti slides in again. This time it's a good challenge. It's going to be a goal kick. It's poor from PSG, though. Here's Marquinhos to Florenzi. There's Neymar. Lost it. Is De Bruyne. He's gone down. There's John Stones back out to Kyle Walker. I think Kevin De Bruyne might still be down. Playing on nevertheless. Here's Mahrez. Lovely skill to get away from Kimpembe, and Mahrez running at the PSG backline onto his left foot. Good block by Marquinhos, and Paredes takes it away from Manchester City. A yellow card for Kevin De Bruyne. And it's yellow card central at the moment. Honestly, you think there was bananas all over the place with the amount of yellow cards that are being shown. Yellow, bananas, yellow cards. Kevin De Bruyne gets a yellow card anyway. The referee's wearing a nice banana-coloured top. It was the only yellow thing I could think of. It was an awful, awful simile, I'm not going to lie, but, we move on. Mahrez so underrated, underappreciated in Manchester City, that is true. That's offside against Moise Kean. And with 15 minutes left, this is probably going to be a very boring watch. I'm tempted to just turn it off. There's two players coming on, Danilo Pereira and Colin Dagba. I think it's a little bit late to be saving substitutions, really, but nevertheless, we move, and Manchester City yet to make a substitution yet, 75 minutes in. And Paredes is the one coming off. Mahrez over Neymar, Sub says. And I would imagine it's going to be Florenzi for Dagba. Gunnosaurus over Neymar. It is Florenzi coming off for Colin Dagba with 15 minutes left. PSG would need some sort of absolute miracle to overcome this 3-goal deficit. That's probably what the last 15 minutes is going to be, just me yawning. Here come Manchester City again with Riyad Mahrez. Man of the match by an absolute country mile tonight. Riyad Mahrez. Here's Kyle Walker. It's Bernardo Silva. Fernandinho. I thought Mahrez was running up on him, but Diallo picks the ball up, and De Bruyne put the pressure on Navas, and Navas just about cleared it away. Here's Colin Dagba. To Moise Kean. And Draxler. To Neymar. Space on the left-hand side for Verratti. There's Neymar. Danilo Pereira now. Back out for Verratti. Neymar again to Diallo. Here's Danilo Pereira. Marquinhos. Dagba. Tries to play the ball. It's poor ball. And here comes Gundogan to Kevin De Bruyne. Lovely pass to Gundogan. Marquinhos up against him. Edge of the area on the right-hand side, pulls it back to De Bruyne, and slowing the game down Manchester City now. It's going to be a boring 15, 14 minutes to watch, because it's just going to be played around back and front. PSG coming forward a few times, and it'll just be, they'll lose the ball. Manchester City playing it boring. I mean, I would say boring, but they have got a massive chance. The best chance of getting to the Champions League final in years, honestly. It's boring to watch as a neutral, but the game is well and truly over. Manchester City just needed to play professionally. If it were Man United, I'd feel the exact same way. If they were playing it around the back, I'd be like, yeah, Look good on you, boys. That's a lovely touch by Foden. Up against Kimpembe. Gets away from him. Shoots! And it's the post. Oh, what a chance. That would have been a really good goal from Phil Foden. It's a lovely flick by Fernandinho. Takes it on the swerve, Phil Foden. Away from Kimpembe. Shoots. It curls away and off the post. Foden is very close. Tubbs, you are right. Kimpembe to Neymar. Here's Mahrez. Away from Danilo Pereira to De Bruyne. Space opens up for the shot and he drags that one wide as well. PSG players are absolutely fuming. Verratti's been caught in possession now. Bernardo Silva picks it up. Pass it comes off Pereira. And he gets a good foot in there, Pereira. It comes out of play for a corner to Man City. And at the moment, PSG are pinned inside their own half. And with 12 minutes left, Manchester City are absolutely all over PSG. Who've let the occasion get to their heads and they've played awful. PSG never going to transfer to a Champions League. Always have bottle job mentality. When things start to go against them, like I said, their heads go. It always happens. It happened a few years ago against us. They've not had a shot on target tonight, by the way. It happened a few years ago against Manchester United. It happened all those years ago against Barcelona. Of course, it's happened so many times for Paris Saint-Germain. They've got the bottle job mentality, like Chris said, and it's coming to fruition again. I mean, you could say even last week that the bottle job mentality to bottle a 1-0 lead when they were comfortable and pretty much cruising. But here's Foden. Shoots. Good save by Navas. And bowls it out to Neymar. Up against Diaz. Glides past him, but Fernandinho's there again. And Mahrez to Gundogan. Here's Riyad Mahrez again. PSG look leggy. They look absolutely knackered. Here's Kyle Walker. City can afford to press more now. PSG are man down. Yeah, they are all over him, Tubbs, with about 10 minutes left. Not much time left. Didn't PSG have a red card in the first leg? They did. Just Gay got sent off in the first leg. So yeah, you could say they bottled it in the first leg as well. Like I said, the first half was absolutely. They were cruising. They were comfortable and cruising that first half. They could have been 2 or 3-0 up. And they ended up losing the game 2-1. Could have possibly been more. And then tonight, been outclassed by a very good Manchester City side. And they've played fantastic so far. Defensively and offensively. Clinical in front of goal. And defensively, they've been fantastic. Is Riyad Mahrez now. We're on that right-hand side. Again, up against Diallo. PSG look absolutely knackered. And Gabriel Jesus and Raheem Sterling are about to be introduced. PSG and nothing without Mbappe. I think that, like I said, the occasion they didn't rise to it. Just like Bayern without Lewandowski is. Bernardo Silva to Mahrez. Back to Bernardo Silva. Against Diallo, glides past him, lovely skill from the Portuguese man. Goes for the shot, blocked by Kimpembe. Another corner for Manchester City. And they could have been embarrassed tonight, PSG. It could have been a lot worse than just 2-0. But Kevin De Bruyne is withdrawn for Gabriel Jesus. And Kevin De Bruyne is going to feature in a Champions League final, wearing the blue of Manchester City. Because he was on the yellow card, of course. Could have got sent off if he were to make another silly tackle. I so wish Bayern got through instead of this crap. At least they would show some class and play great football. It would have been a very good game. I think everyone was hoping for Manchester City versus Bayern Munich to really test the best in English football against the best in the world. I think. I mean, that would have been a really, really good. That would have been a really good matchup. Bernardo Silva's off, and Raheem Sterling is on as well. And Mitchell Backer's going to come on for PSG for the last 8 minutes. 8 minutes left. Neymar is still world class, but we'll say he's no Messi or Ronaldo in games like this tonight, for example. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it helps with him having like Icardi up front, who was pretty much a ghost, and then Di Maria just being so stupid and getting sent off. Nobody's helping him out there. To be fair, he's trying to do it all himself, but it's probably because he has to, because nobody else looks fast enough or sharp enough to make make something happen for PSG. So he probably feels the weight of the team on his shoulders. But he's not performed well tonight. But there's no doubt in his ability. He is world class. I think he's world class anyway. People can disagree, but he's one of the best players in the world. It's Sterling though. Out to Zinchenko. It's Foden again to Zinchenko. Sterling. Walker's past Mahrez. Is Raheem Sterling. Oh, John Stones tried the 1-2 with him. Goes out to play for a goal kick. He's never world class. Well, like I said, some people have their opinions. I think he's world class. You can't score that many goals and get that many assists and not be seen as world class. I'm not going to lie. Here's Verratti. To Draxler. Here's Verratti again. Back to Neymar. Tough touch. And Gundogan picks the ball up and plays the ball over. And Mahrez, he's in. Good defending by Baka. Navas there again. Navas bowls it. Also, bowls it. He blasts it downfield looking for Moise Kean. Stones heads it away. Neymar picks it up. It's away from Diaz. He had world-class teammates. That doesn't mean he's world-class. He's not got any world-class teammates at PSG. He's got maybe one or two. And he absolutely carries this team. He absolutely carries his team. 5 minutes left. Never written name, and he ain't world class in my opinion. When I first saw him playing his play acting, I knew I would not like him as a player. Just because a player play acts, I don't necessarily think that means they're not world class. He is one of the best players in the world. I mean, everyone's got their opinions. Like you said, Di Maria is world class. I don't think Di Maria is world class. I think Di Maria is just good. I don't think he's world class. Here's Mahrez though, and Manchester City are going to be in the Champions League final this year. With 5 minutes left, Paris Saint-Germain need 3 goals, and Manchester City playing it around their defenders. It's a good pass to Sterling though, and Sterling is in at some, and he took a touch, and he was running off balance, and he ends up falling over. He was running like the Naruto run, if you know what that is. But he was off balance. Here's Marquinhos to Colin Dagba. And with 4 minutes left, I just want this game to end because this last 10 minutes has been very boring. But Neymar out to Mitchell Baka. And look at the speed of Kyle Walker. Baka takes an awful touch. And the only time Di Maria wasn't world class when he was in United. Got the most assists in the league. Did Dangel Di Maria. In a season where he was very, very mediocre, he got the most assists in the league. But like I said, he isn't world class, in my opinion anyway. But yeah, boys, tomorrow, Chelsea, Real Madrid, we'll find out who's going to play Manchester City in the final in Istanbul. It's going to be either Chelsea or Real Madrid, so make sure you join us tomorrow with Rowan for that one, same time as me. Same time as I was live today. And then the same time on Thursday, me and Kieren are live for the Europa League games. There's Mahrez. Good pass into Jesus, and that's a reckless challenge by Kimpembe. Yellow card for Kimpembe, and the frustration has got to PSG. He just went straight through. Gabriel Jesus. Oh, it's a nasty challenge. It's a nasty challenge by Kimpembe. It could have been a yellow card. Sometimes I feel like Neymar is garbage. That's just my opinion. But yeah, Kimpembe has been carded for that challenge. I don't know why they didn't check it for a red card because it was very, very reckless. Nowhere near the ball. It is Danilo Pereira, Draxler, Neymar. Can't really do much with it. Just stops on the ball. He's got nobody to pass to, really. There's Mitchell Bakker. His mentality is garbage. Here's Kimpembe. Back to Navas. And Kimpembe, he just looks so pissed off with everything at the moment. Here's Moise Kean. Draxler. Neymar's in. Neymar up against Walker. Pulls it back. Kean. Marquinhos is in there. It's caught by Edison. Good defending by Mahrez back there. Pep Guardiola set his team up so well tonight. They've been absolutely fantastic. Oh, lovely from Jesus to get away from Danilo Pereira and Verratti. That's going to be a foul. And Gabriel Jesus has been in the walls. It's another yellow card. And Danilo Pereira gets the yellow this time. It's an awful challenge again by Danilo Pereira. His dribbling doesn't dazzle me all show. It's an awful challenge by Danilo Pereira. And again, PSG. What was that? 30 seconds left in this game before we see how much time's left. I can't see there being much. Maybe a couple of minutes. We did have the VAR stoppage for the red cards. The red card and the one for the potential red card. So I doubt there's going to be much time left. Someone should find this guy for his diving. Here's Mahrez. To Ruben Diaz. Here's Zinchenko now. 2 minutes of added time. Like I said, I didn't think there'd be much. But PSG, I mean, they've gone home with their tails well and truly. I mean, I was going to say tails up. They've just been chopped off at this stage because they've been awful. They've been toothless, awful, not sharp enough. And that kind of sums it up. Marquinhos having a chance going through, couldn't get to the ball. And Paris Saint-Germain have won a throw-in. Neymar should be wrapped in bubble wrap because he's too brittle. Here he is, Neymar picking up the ball. Flies past Aguero. Goes past Gundogan. Tackled by Fernandinho. That's a foul. And with a minute and a half left, PSG have got a free kick on the edge of the box, which Neymar's definitely going to take. Jordan Henderson is a better footballer than Neymar. Nobody likes Neymar, do they, in this chat? And Jermaine Genius has just said a good point. He said he doesn't know how Fernandinho's not got a yellow card yet. He's made about 6 or 7 in this game. And Neymar, Chris is a Carlisle front line over Neymar. And Neymar with a chance to make it 2-1. It's a good position for him. He's going to be Neymar over the wall and over the bar. And with 20 seconds left, that is probably game over. It's a poor free kick. It's too high for Neymar there. And that is it. It is all over in Manchester. Manchester City have reached Istanbul and the players are going absolutely mental. Fair play to Manchester City and Pep Guardiola. They have done it. They are in the Istanbul. They are in the Champions League final in Istanbul in about, I don't actually know when it's being played, maybe the end of the month at some point. But fair play Manchester City. The 2 goals from Riyad Mahrez have carried them through this game and they have got through. PSG toothless in attack. Lacked a little bit of everything. Bye-bye PSG, Tubbs says. No, he isn't world-class, Chris. Stay out of the line. Can't stand Neymar, but he's world-class. But that is all from me today, guys. PSG have been knocked out by Manchester City. And Manchester City have reached the Champions League final for the very first time. But just before I do go, we'll have a look at what's coming up on the channel in the next couple of days. So tomorrow night, the first of our multi-stream, 7:05 p.m. for Josh for the darts. Premier League darts, night 10 tomorrow night. Make sure you're there. You are dart lovers. Champions League live watch along 7:55 with Rome for Chelsea versus Real Madrid. We'll find out who Manchester City are playing in that final in Istanbul tomorrow at about 10 o'clock. And then me and Kieren are back Thursday night. We loved it last week. One of the best watch alongs I think I've ever done. Manchester United versus Roma and Villarreal versus Arsenal. And then Championship final day with Josh, 12:20, 8th of May. Derby, Rotherham and Sheffield Wednesday could be relegated. 8th of May at 5:25. The Bundesliga returns on the Sports Corner channel for Bayern Munich versus Gladbach. And that's it. That is all from me, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Thanks, everyone, for joining. And good luck to whoever played Manchester City in the final because they will need it. See you